Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, so Litecoin is taking the front spot today because we were waiting for the breakout and we got it. Was swinging a Litecoin position and certainly saw that follow through today. We'll go through what the signals were and actually posted a timely chart this morning in the chat room with my usual morning rundown on the bull break on the 4-hour time frame that then exploded with follow through. So to start it off, daily time frame is the break that we were looking for. We had our low of 50.25. We formed a higher low at 53.37. Here's where it started to get interesting. It was very tight. We had a higher low, a clear lower high pattern. As soon as we break 56.36, it is a break of the lower high pattern on the daily, and the bulls show up. We've been in this lower high pattern for a month plus at this point, where we had, or I should say multiple months, we had our lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high bull break. Traders are all recognizing it. The volume spike is the highest volume day that we've seen in weeks, and let's look at it on the 4-hour time frame. Where did the break occur? We had our low, high, higher low. As soon as 56.35 broke, that was the clear signal. We had an early signal because at this point, we had the same tightening pattern, low, high, higher low, lower high, higher low. At this point, I had a position in the $55 range, and as soon as we broke 55.79, or make that 55.85, the high of this bounce, that was signal number one. The break of 56.36 was confirmation of that, and we saw volume pour in, but there was already a little bit of a heads up. The bull break occurred, we didn't see much follow through, and then it occurred slightly after. So I personally exited and made multiple trades on Litecoin today, and it played out wonderfully where I exited on this first bull move. I exited in the upper 57, low $58 range. I reloaded in the low 57, upper $56 range, and my order was actually this 56.80 order, the lowest price we hit of the pullback. I had a quarter of my shares fill, or a quarter of my coins fill at that position, and I didn't even get a partial fill. I was lucky enough to get my full fill at 56.80. And then as we saw the bulls break this inside bar to the upside, that was a signal that we were breaking out. So I added my full position as I was only scaling in at that point, and then realized that the bulls were done, or the bears were done pulling back, and the bulls were ready to show back up. So then we broke out again, saw another breakout. I took profit again in the $59 range, and then there was another trade to be had, the break of $60. And as soon as we broke $60, there was such a wall there, I wasn't even watching it. I placed a stop buy order at $59.99. And I knew that my stop buy order would be significant enough to take away half of the 6,000 wall. So as soon as $59.99 hit, my market order triggered. Half of the $60 wall was erased, and the other half was eaten up very quickly. And I sold very quickly for, again, just another dollar gain, keep locking it in. And then one last move to the upside. I think I scalped another dollar on this move. But either way, I was being very cautious because we had run so significantly in that day. And so far at that point, up to that point. And the gains were, you know, my day was made on the first trade, and after the second trade and the third trade, I was just being very cautious and just adding to that. And probably the most profitable day I've had in crypto in a few weeks at the very least because of this breakout. So now back to all cash and patiently waiting for consolidation. The hourly chart was very extended. We had a bearish reversal hourly spinning top. We confirmed it and pulled back. The 4-hour RSI was in the low 80s. Big bearish reversal, gravestone doji. We're looking to pull back. So the hourly time frame, just visually, what I would be looking at is 59.73 support and 59 psychological. I would be looking for an entry in the 59s. I would begin scaling back in. And now that I'm making this video, I'm going to remind myself to place these orders because I'm going out tonight and not going to be sitting in front of my computer. So I'm going to be placing my orders in the $59 range and looking to rebuy because the daily chart is now a significant bull break with the bulls in full control. A bull MACD cross, which is what we were looking for. And if you look back at the videos I've made, we were scouting this on the daily time frame, which is why I was in a position before the bull break even occurred, because we knew if we broke this lower high pattern, there was going to be a bull MACD cross, and again, all these traders recognizing it. So what this does on the weekly time frame, we're not breaking out here yet. We have our high, low, lower high, higher low, and anything under 69.59 is another lower high. So we're still in an equilibrium on the weekly time frame, even though the daily equilibrium broke bullish. So we have a lot of, potential with the fork for Bitcoin in a week and a half. If we see a sell-off there, maybe funds move over to Litecoin. I'm paying attention to Litecoin, and honestly, as I'm going through this analysis, I'm changing my game plan because this looks like we could see a lower high. Bulls could be done in Litecoin for the next day or two. We could just be in consolidation mode and then set a lower high. And I say that because this weekly time frame would look like a really nice lower high at 63.71 to stay in this tightening pattern. So I might just look to enter half of position on this consolidation. Either way, we'll reach an equilibrium on the hourly. We will hit a higher low where the bulls show up. We will bounce and we'll see a move into the low $60 range, and we'll set a lower high compared to 63.71, and we'll watch the hourly equilibrium pattern play out. That's the most likely scenario. So there will still be a trade. Once the bottom of consolidation is found, we will look for a couple dollars of upside. So I will probably look to scale in half a position, not a full position, because I'm not confident that we're going to see continuation over 63.71. Bitcoin inside bar on the daily time frame just formed. Potential for a further downside. We're in a tightening range. So lower highs and lower lows on the 4 hour. We bounced and set just another lower high at 73.32. And I take that back, it's 72.33. So 72.33 is our new resistance, and our higher low of support formed. So we have a higher low and lower high pattern again, and our new support is 69.80. So we're right in the middle of that range, 69.80 support, 72.33 resistance, and whichever breaks. I'm not playing Bitcoin bullish. Everybody asks where I'm reloading. I'm not buying Bitcoin if we don't break this 4 hour lower high pattern. So on the hourly time frame, we can see the bulls attempting to break, but there is no clear follow through right now. This is just indecision as long as we're in this channel as far as I'm concerned. So the daily time frame inside bar, we'll be watching for a break of that, and we'll be watching for an hourly break of this channel. And until that happens, again, those two levels, that's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at any of the minor details. We break 69.80, it's bearish. We break 72.33, it's bullish. It's as simple as that. We don't need to overcomplicate it. I don't need to be looking at fib levels or, any of these other indicators, just pure price levels. Show me when that breaks. That's all I care about right now. Ethereum, daily time frame struggling. We had the bearish reaction to news about a hack, and then people saying that this doesn't affect Ethereum. It affects specific, very minor, 99% of people never heard about this, and that's probably true, but the bulls are not recovering yet. So we still have the overhead weight of what appears that ICOs are selling at 300. We have a bear flag on the 4 hour time frame forming right now. It's still all bearish. I want nothing to do with Ethereum right now. There's nothing telling me that the bulls are showing up. Once bull momentum shows up, sure, I'll be all about it. But until that happens, I'm not going to try and force anything. We just formed a lower high and a lower low on that dump, and the daily time frame is looking back down towards support of 287. So it's all bear. This is the hourly time frame. Again, you could draw a bear flag pattern of support and resistance in a parallel channel after an all-out dump. This bounce has done nothing to erase the dump, and I'm very cautious and watching for potential for further downside. So I'm not liking anything to do with Ethereum right now. At this point, with what we've seen and what the trading I've seen on Ethereum, I'm probably not going to trade Ethereum until we either see an oversold dump that I would play the oversold bounce on, or a break of 310. That's pretty much where it stands. And again, just making it really simple for myself. Break 310, I'm looking to get an ETH. Otherwise, it's going to require an oversold dump, and at a bare minimum, an hourly oversold RSI, which is where we bounced from on this recent dump, 30 RSI. And it was a decent bounce, 287 to 294. You can scalp, even if you don't get the whole move, $3 can be worth the trade. But where we stand right now, bears are in control of Ethereum. So that's where we stand heading into tomorrow. And again, just keeping it really simple. We don't need to overcomplicate things. Price levels are king, in my opinion. And the reason for that is you have Fibonacci levels, you have trend lines. All of those things are subject to interpretation by the analyst. Everybody's going to start their trend line at a different spot. They're going to have it at a different, rate of climb. Everybody's going to start their different fib levels at different points. Everybody's going to argue whether this is, leg up number 3 or 4 on the Elliott wave sequence. Price levels are set in stone. There is no arguing a resistance or a support level on the chart. And that's why when you see a break like Litecoin, everybody's looking, what's the news? Even I, with this volume, I was like, okay, there's got to be some kind of news here. but it was just a break of a resistance level, a clear break on longer term time frames, and traders recognized that and piled into it. And then once that momentum was building, everybody else jumped into it as well. And we were getting all kinds of price shear alerts on the alert system. Big spike on the 15-minute time frames. We're giving the signal that, there's action going on. Fortunately, I was already sitting at the computer and didn't need those alerts. But for people who were at work or away, certainly plenty of heads up to get into this move for Litecoin profit today. So consolidation, higher low anticipated in the $59 range, perhaps the low $59 range. Bitcoin in a clear channel. I want nothing to do with it until we break one direction or the other. Ethereum, weak bounce attempt. I want nothing to do with it unless we get a break of 310 or an oversold dump. I appreciate you watching. Just put out a video for blockchain stocks and certainly in the same relative space. And it's an introduction video, 20 minutes long. A lot of good information there if you're looking to get into stocks and diversify, not just in blockchain stocks, but stocks in general. If you learn technical analysis, you will be comfortable trading anything, and looking into those blockchain stocks, certainly plenty of opportunity for upside there as well. Thanks again. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.